Now, we've got this amber warning out about the severe cold set to hit us this week. The Met Office saying in the latest bulletin that temperatures could be minus 10 Celsius in the next few days. Well, the Education Secretary, Gillian Keegan, is planning to announce a new £500 million package for schools and colleges to make their buildings more energy efficient. It's to help them manage their energy and save on their bills. Primary schools to receive roughly £16,000, secondary schools to receive approximately £42,000. Let's get more with our political reporter, Katherine Forster, join us in the studio. A bit late in the day for the moment, of course, because whatever money they get has got to be spent on various things. And, you know, lots of people saying £16,000 actually doesn't buy you much, given the cost of loft insulation, for instance.
No, not really. This is what the government would like us all to be talking about today.
Right.
But, of course, as the temperature has dropped and it's now pretty close to freezing, it's going to take all these measures, take time to organise and get in. So it's not going to make a difference anytime soon. Now, the government is saying that the money will go to schools this month. So certainly they might be able to start to get some of this in place in the new year. So things like better heating control, more energy efficient light bulbs, better insulation. But as you say, it does take time. And Jeff Barton, the General Secretary of the Association of School and College Leaders, has said, you know, it's not going to be that helpful in the immediate future.
But we've got lots of head teachers who've been complaining for a long time about the state of the buildings that they're in. Still some with porter cabins, reports of rotting window frames that haven't been repaired, and that the maintenance hasn't been carried out. So one wonders, you know, what's the point of actually doing this when maybe the main structure of some of these buildings is not up to par?
Well, the government is saying now that they're putting just under a couple of billion in terms of capital spending into upgrading lots of schools, because many of them are really in a terrible state. They are very keen to focus on education. Obviously, money is very short, but one of the areas that Jeremy Hunt did highlight in the autumn statement that was pretty bad news for nearly everybody was that they were going to give another £2.3 billion in funding to schools specifically, which will come in from April. And Gillian Keegan, who is the new Education Secretary, I think she's about the fifth in a very few months.
Difficult to keep track.
It's really difficult. There's been so many, but she began as an apprentice when she was 16, so she's come into education through a different route, and she is keen to. It'll be interesting to see, won't it, whether all the talk about apprenticeships and different routes into higher education do.
Yeah, but you've hit on a very